Hi, I'm Mindy Gibbins-Klein. I'm founder and CEO of the Book Midwife, which is a book coaching company helping people who want to write a great book fast. Our 90-day program is guaranteed to help people get from inspiration all the way to finished manuscript in just 90 days when the program is followed. It's very exciting. We've helped 500 people already, and I've been asked to share with you my best tips for you if you're thinking about writing a book. Here are the things that people come up with all the time. In the 10 years that we've been doing this, we hear this every week practically. The first one is, do I really have a good enough idea? Is it worth writing this book that I want to write? And I find that one really interesting because it's hard to answer. I believe that if you're passionate about your idea and you have something to share, then it is worth sharing and it is worth writing that book. It's a very subjective question, and it would be a subjective answer if I were to say, yes, do it, or no, don't do it. In fact, I get really annoyed when I hear that agents, publishers, and other literary people say, no, that's no good, and they judge the quality of an idea. Ideas don't have qualities. Ideas are personal. If there's something you want to share, you really can do it. There's a way to do it. The other thing that people say is, I have no idea how to structure this. I don't want to end up with something that's too long, too short, too boring. How do I make sure it's just right? And this we've been dealing with ever since the beginning of the company. And people really can work through a lot of questions and figure out exactly who they're writing the book for and therefore what needs to be in it. There's a perfect length for every book. So I can't say yours should be 150 pages or 200. I don't know. But through a series of questions, the right questions asked by people who know what they're doing, you can actually get to that information. So it's worth going through a rigorous process to get a good outline and structure. In fact, I don't know if this will scare you, but the outlines that we do have between 300 and 400 points on them, and people are not allowed to start writing until they do it. Most people will start writing because they're inspired and they won't do that much planning. And then what happens is they peter out at some point because they haven't done enough planning. They don't want to do the planning, and then the book goes in a drawer or just never sees the light of day, which is so sad. So is it worth doing? I would say yes, if you have some knowledge and you're passionate about sharing it and you know pretty much who you're going to share it with, then yes, it's worth doing. How to put it together? There is a way to put it together that's perfect for you, and it means probably sitting and doing more planning than you thought you were going to do. But it's worth it, I promise. The final thing that people ask us is, will it sell? Or the variation is, will it be a bestseller, Mindy? And I wish I had a crystal ball, and I wish I could look in that crystal ball and tell you, yes, your book will be a bestseller. Firstly, the word bestseller can be a red herring. You don't really know how many books will sell. I don't know. Nobody does. How many would you like to sell? If it's more than 10,000, then you're going to have to beat out a lot of other books. Very few books sell more than 10,000 copies. So if you're thinking that's a good number, then let's chat some more. Bestseller can mean other things, though. So it's not simply in terms of numbers. It can also mean being the top-selling book in your category that day, that week, for a year, doesn't matter. But in your category, it's a lot easier to be a bestseller. And we show clients how to do that all the time. I'm really, really passionate about helping people who know what they're talking about, know what they want to write about, and are passionate about their subject. Then, together, we can help people even more. That's what it's all about, in my opinion. If you have enough passion to help people, you will be able to write and publish a great book fast. And if you're on some kind of program, or if you get some kind of coaching, you'll have more confidence and you can do it even better and even faster. I personally believe that every book deserves to be written and published. Not everybody believes that, and you might have met people who don't believe that. But I believe that your book deserves to be written and published. If you have something to say, let's figure out how you can say it.